So what's new in maintenance planning and scheduling? The problem we hear, we don't plan and schedule, and we have many reactive repairs causing downtime. So how do you screen work requests, or in some cases we call that gatekeeping? It should be done by the operations and maintenance coordinator together with the maintenance supervisor. It should be done the same time each day by the same people to get consistency. There should be no backlog of work requests. We don't want to wait and see if a request is actually important enough that we need to respond now, or we can plan and schedule later. Of course, the purpose is to approve the work request and change the status to work order, and that should be ready for the planner to scope the job. Common mistakes that we see: operations is not supporting the planning and scheduling process. There's no clear responsibility for somebody in ops to coordinate activities with maintenance, for example. Maybe the operation and maintenance coordinator is not actively part of the work request screening process. Other mistakes: break-in work is not screened, causing a lot of interruptions. Operator calls the maintenance techs directly when something comes up. Scheduled work is then interrupted even when there is no emergency or break-in work needed. And of course that increases your cost and lower your workforce efficiency. So how do you manage that? During the day, I would say break-in work should be screened by the operation and maintenance coordinator together with the maintenance supervisor. On night and weekend shift, I would say the ops supervisor calls the shift mechanic to agree on a priority and see if we can actually wait until the next day to be screened or at the later date, depending on the priority, of course. Other common mistakes: there is no workflow for planning and scheduling described tasks with roles and responsibilities. We believe that the planner should not be included with break-in work, of course. The planner should be focused on future jobs at least 4 weeks ahead of time, and of course we have lead time and services that need to be scheduled ahead of time. It could be much longer than that. Other mistakes: work requests are not screened for quality or duplication. What happens sometimes too is that we reject or see this as duplicate and we cancel the work, and we don't give any feedback to the work requester, which can cause issues, since you don't know why they actually canceled your work order, and of course that can have a detrimental effect on if I want to report any more work going forward through the work order system. We don't understand the scope, so we need to go back to the work requester. If we don't do that, of course it's going to be difficult, or we cancel something because we don't understand what it is. And like I mentioned earlier, sometimes we call this process the gatekeeping process.